Silence. Good morning, guys. It's choosing season. It's choosing season. It is choosing season. Who are you choosing? Who are you rooting for? You guys, this is the third day that I am making a commitment, guess what, to myself to do what? Come on live, right, and share, you guys. So this morning, I saw so many things that prompted me to want to share and to be able to say different things to you, but I'm going to tell you the importance of building in silence. I saw a group of buzzards this morning that were eating dead carcasses. Okay, so many things came to mind. I took several pictures, and I'm sure that I'm going to post some eventually or whatever. But one of the things I thought about is when you make the announcement that you're choosing you, when you make the announcement that you're starting the new project, when you make the announcement that you are being committed to something different and something new and something to better yourself in this time, that is when your atmosphere decides to, guess what? Maybe go against you, reveal itself, expose itself. I talked about it on the video last night, how your environment will expose itself when you have made an announcement or when you have decided to choose an area to better yourself in. You'll begin to see your friends. You'll begin to see the people that you know show up for you, not show up for you. You'll begin to see the atmosphere root for you, not root for you. You understand? So building in silence, I thought about that because I can remember this season when I first heard to move in silence, and I don't like trendy things, and I thought that it was a trendy thing to move in silence. But I now understand what that means is sometimes you got to keep some things to yourself, because speaking about it will cause your friend to become your enemy. Telling your unproductive coworker about your vision, about your goals, about the things that you want to acquire, achieve, will cause them to become jealous, become envious. Be careful not to birth enemies in your atmosphere by making an announcement. This season, we know that, guess what? It's choosing season, you guys. So we're choosing to, guess what, be better and grow in some areas. We're going to be positively better. That means we're taking action, you guys, to change the current state that we're in so that we can have something more, right? So be careful with making the announcements, because the environment is listening. Your friend is listening. Your coworkers are listening. Your family members are listening. And it's not that everyone is bad, because some of them you want to tell, but you don't go to the graveyard and tell it about your dreams, right? So we won't go to dead places and start talking about life. It's hard for me to go to people who have a 9-to-5 mentality and want to talk about creating something and building it for yourself. You understand? Entrepreneurship. So I go to my friends who, guess what, are doing entrepreneurship, or not even just, I say friends and I use that word loosely or whatever, but I do have, several friends who are entrepreneurs. But go to connections, the people that you have connected with that now you can collaborate with, so that you can be able to yield some harvest, so that you'll be able to grow, so that you can be able to great fruit. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. But be careful, you guys, while making announcements in the atmosphere, because it's listening. Be careful when we're speaking about what our plans is, what it is that we're trying to do, because just like the atmosphere will try to rise up and cause you to not produce, not be committed, not stay focused. It'll be all kinds of distractions coming up. The first time you say you want to drink more water, then guess what? Everybody want to make a new drink for you to try, or something else for you to taste. You understand? Or somebody done came out with a new slush and I can't wait to try it. You see, let it say cranberry, let it say limeade. Y'all know a girl loves salsa. Anything with salsa in it, that's me. So knowing that I'm trying to stay focused on water, I have to, guess what? Get rid of those distractions. Eliminate those distractions. Don't allow them to become the thing, a stumbling block to keep me from going in that place. So be careful when we're making announcements of the things that we're doing to better ourselves, because we do not want to empower our adversary. We don't want to empower our enemies, you guys, by giving them the plan so they know in which area to speak against you, so they know in which area to attack you, so they know in which way to distract you. You understand? Sometimes we got to build in silence. Sometimes we can't make the announcement to everybody that's close to us, to everybody in our inner circle, to everybody in our environment, those that we stick or are around continuously and constantly. Because when we get to telling our environment sometimes, you guys, about our plan, it becomes jealous, envious, never wanting anything, but now that you want something, it's upset. I think about the man in Luke 19. I think about the man with the talents, how he gave out the talents. He said he was going to get him a kingdom, right? He had a vision to go get a kingdom. Nobody else wanted to be the king. But because he decided to get up and go get some, everybody wanted to, guess what? We don't want a king now. You didn't want to be it. But because he made an announcement, he birthed envy and jealousy and hatred in other people. They didn't want nothing for themselves, but they decided to send some people. You ain't took no initiative all year to do nothing. But the first time I decided I want to do something, now you got some initiative to send somebody. Come on now, to send a word. To let them know we don't want a king. We don't want that man over. But guess what? He was the only one standing, you guys. He was the only one requesting it. So because he was in position, he opened his mouth and he asked for it. Guess what? He received it. But he did leave some people behind with some things to, guess what, to cause him to increase. He did, guess what, tell it to some people that, guess what, he gave it to several of them, right? He gave it to several of the men, gave them talent so that they can keep, to use, to multiply, right, while he was gone. We know that one didn't do nothing with it. He buried it. And we know that he was evil, right? So we knew that one took it and multiplied it and got 10. So because he was faithful over one, or enough, I think the amount that he gave was enough for like 3 months or something. But he was faithful over the portion that he got. And because he had grew it by 10, he became now a ruler over 10 cities that had all kinds of resources, people, guess what, food, resources, all kinds of things. Because you can be faithful over the small portion, you understand? He said it in his environment. He said it in the atmosphere. I'm going to drink more water. That's one of the things I said, right? I'm going to come on live. I can guarantee you throughout the month, things are going to be coming up that would try to distract me, to keep me from coming on. I have all kinds of excuses. I'm traveling. I'm starting a new job. I'm going here and there. You know, my son this and son that or whatever. But I got to be committed to me when ain't nobody else committed to me. Come on. I got to show up for me when ain't nobody else going to show up for me. It's important that I show up for me if don't nobody else show up for me. I can't be committed to you and I can't be committed to me. Come on now. Y'all need to check your commitments. We some of y'all more committed to other people's goals than you are to your own goals. Check yourself. Figure out what's important now. Come on and get in line and line yourself up. It's early in the morning. Y'all know early in the morning I be on something else. Because my mind is going and the creative juices are flowing. And I'm understanding what it means to build in silence. I already got that. I knew. I bet you this time you won't get it wrong. You won't go into that place making an announcement. So you empower your enemy. Come on now. Don't empower your adversary with your announcement. Be quiet. Be helpful. Be pleasing. Be nice. But keep it to yourself. Because as soon as you go and tell them, now they can take it from you. Guess what? They can snatch it. They can try to speak against it. And words have life. I don't care what you say. I don't want to have to fight enemies that I shouldn't have to have. I'm already dealing with enough. Because I empowered my atmosphere, the person next to me, letting them know what my plan is. In 1 year, I'm going to do this. And I plan to do this. And I want to be all these things. I want to get promoted on my job. But the person sitting next to you never even wanted a promotion. But because you decided that you wanted, now here they go working against you, talking secretly behind you, trying to make sure that they paint you in a negative light. Because when the opportunity comes, they just don't want you to get, they don't even want it. Be careful to move in silence. Be careful to build in silence. It's important that you write the vision and make it plain, right? Y'all know I do vision boards. It's very important that I do them. Let me lock my door. I'm sitting at Walmart, you guys, in the parking lot. And I'm a girl. So, the important thing about writing the vision, right, is because sometimes I got to get it out of my head. I need to sit it on paper. But they say that if you speak it, that you can have it, right? They say that 70% of people that write it down are going to achieve it. I think it's 50% of people that write it down more likely are going to achieve it. 70% of people that write it down more than once, yes, it's sure to have it. So write the vision and put it in front of you. Even when you're not speaking, if you wrote it on paper, that paper is speaking, you guys. That vision board that's hanging in my room, that's on the wall, is speaking to my atmosphere every single day. It's important that you put something to paper. It's important that you put something to pen to paper, pictures to poster boards, and that you hang these things up, post-it notes all up, whatever you got to do to keep the word around you so it can feed you. It's important that you are feeding your atmosphere with the things that you want to see produced. Do not feed your enemy by giving them the strategy that you done came up with. And I know it may sound a little harsh, you guys, to say don't go and tell everybody that's in your inner circle. But guess what? The man with the talents, guess what? When he gave out them talents, some of them produced. Some of them used it for good, but some of them didn't do nothing with it. Be careful who you going to talk to. Be careful who you sharing your plans with. Be careful when you building that you are, guess what? We talked about it last night on the live yesterday, that you got a solid foundation, that is solidified in the word and in your words. So write your words, line it up with the words so you can be in alignment. We're going to manifest. That's right, Ashley. We're going to manifest. I believe it's real. I know it to be true because guess what? I have manifested in my life. I'm only where I am today because I aligned my words with the word of God and I began to speak it consistently. Come on now. That's strategy right there. Get some words that align with the word and then speak it consistently. Now we want to be positively better. That means we're going to take some action and put behind it because we know that what? We got to be able to put something behind it. We got to create something for God to breathe on it. We got to be able to have something for him to bless. It ain't no miracle check coming in the mail that's going to change your whole life and you just sitting there waiting on it. You're going to find yourself 60 and 70 with no check in the mail. But if you'll go and devour early in life, if you'll get up and go and pursue all things early, when you get older, you'll have something to divide among the spoils. I heard that one time from T.D. Jakes. He talked about a principle of devour and divide. I don't quite know how he spent it, but I'm going to tell you how I use it in my house. It's on a board for my son. It says divide. It says devour and divide. Devour is what he do in the morning. You get up and go to school and be relentless about your pursuit and everything you do. You give it 110% all throughout the day, whether it's PE, it's art, it's whatever you have going on, be relentless about it. Give it all that you have early in the day. So when you come home in the evening, now you got to divide what you have, what you done went out and devour, what you done went out and conquer, what you done went out and grass. Now you got something to bring home. You got something to give back to the family. You got something to add value. So if I do it early in life, I have something for later in life, you guys. If I do it early in life, I have something later in life. You understand? So we're going to devour now. It don't matter what time was spent from yesterday to today. Come on now. We got today to make the choice, and it's choosing season, you guys. I'm here to make the announcement that it's choosing season, and while we choose it, we need to be building in silence. We will not empower our enemy, our adversary, with our knowledge. He don't need to know. She don't need to know. It don't need to know that we are building. Because just like the man with the talents, you understand? Everybody not for you. Sometimes you got to keep some things to yourself, but I would encourage you to write it on paper. I would encourage you to put pen to paper, to put poster boards. Where is my notebook at home? I'll show you guys my notebook of how I have my vision inside of a binder so it goes everywhere with me so I can continuously see it. So it's always feeding me. You got to be careful when you're building what you do, what you're eating. We talked about this last night, guarding your gates. During this building season, watch what you watch. Watch what you listen to. Pay attention to what you're feeding yourself, what you're speaking. It matters that we are feeding ourselves the things that's going to cause us to grow and to come up and then to that next level. So I encourage you guys that it's choosing season. Yes, we're making better choices for ourselves that's going to, guess what, yield harvest in our life. And we're going to take action. No longer will we stay in the place of thinking about it and just talking about it. We're going to take action. We're going to go to that next step. Putting it on paper is taking action, you guys. Writing it down and getting it out your head, that's taking action, you guys. So take action to be positively better. Get in a place where better is just, it's not just better, but if you better today, you'll be even better tomorrow. So it's a pursuit, a continuous pursuit of getting to a place, guess what, of wholeness, of better. Come on now. This is a technique. Okay, the 369 technique. I ain't sure about that. Actually, I don't know what that is, but you can tell me about it later, girl. And that's one of the things, you know, I try to make a point, you guys, and not to read too much and follow too many other people because I don't be wanting to sound like other people. And I know that sometimes I was in a meeting last month and the man asked me, did I know John Maxwell, I have read his books and stuff. And I told him that somebody sold one of them books into my life, but I hadn't read it. He said, you sound just like him. Everything you say, it's authentic. I'm sure he must know my daddy, whoever he is. He must know my daddy because my dad, I get divine downloads daily. Come on. This is how I'm able to create with other entrepreneurs, to create with other people, to help them map out things in their life. That's what I do with coaching. That's the thing I do. I hold them accountable to the process. But the good thing is about it, I got a divine connection. So sometimes, guess what? You get a divine word. You understand? understand? That'll help you to go from this place to the next place. I like to say that I'm the bridge. I help get you from A to B. You can get from this one place to the next. Sometimes with just a word, just a little bit of knowledge, just a little bit of insight that'll take you a little bit further. I'm not here to take you to heaven. Come on now. That's what God does. I can help you get your mind right, get your life right, introduce you to my daddy who can ensure that you get there. You understand? But it is my job to help you to, guess what, take action, to motivate and encourage you to tap into that drive that's on the inside of you to change your current state. And you can do that with your words, being aligned with the word and speaking it daily, and then taking action that's going to produce and yield the harvest that you want and create something that God can breathe on. You understand? Because it's him that's going to bring the increase. Do the work. And if you do the work, I promise you the increase is going to come. I want you guys to enjoy your day with us today. Monday, I'm about to go into the candle lab, you guys. I'm going to make candles today, so I'll be back for all my customers in Jackson. I see some of y'all on here. Yes, I'm going to make candles. And I will have some for delivery on Wednesday. Y'all know, girl, jack of all trades, master of a few. That's right. Some things I've mastered, so I'm able to share with you. Some things that I've perfected in a way that I just speak it and it happened. Come on. I pick up the phone one time and guess what? It said, they say yes on the other end, because I believe in favor, operating in it and staying in a place where I don't lose it. Come on, because favor ain't forever. You better not get it. You better get it. Look, it ain't forever. You can lose it. I operate in it because I know to stay connected. And I am the favor of God, and you are too, you guys. You all be positively better. Encourage yourself today. Make commitments to yourself and choose yourself, you guys. It is choosing season. Build in silence, you guys. You guys have a great day. And I'll see you later.